And we back. Now today we're doing a video resume for the general manager job of the Detroit Pistons. Yo, I have two Detroit Pistons shirts, but both of them are on the wash right now, so we're rocking the Charles Barkley. This is a message to Ed Stefanski, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, because I heard through the okay, everybody heard. It's not really through the grapevine of Woj tweets it, that y'all are looking for a new general manager. I could be that guy. Here's my resume. Now, I put my resume in for the Chicago Bulls coaching job, but they hired a different guy. They hired a guy that maybe be better, whatever. But I can be the guy for the Detroit Pistons. Now, what I'm going to showcase to you is my resume and the plans that I would enact, that I would do if you hired me as the general manager of the Detroit Pistons. You made a trade a couple months ago that tells the whole world that we are going full rebuild. And I say we because I've already gave myself the job. We're going full rebuild. And well, that's the thing I do. See, I have this YouTube channel that you're watching this on KOT for a Q. Well, that's the only thing we do is rebuild bad teams. And we keep it honest with each other. Detroit Pistons are a bad team. I mean, that's not breaking any news, is it? So here's my resume. Hi, my name is Kenny, last name Beecham. Recently, I was voted top 25 people under 25 in the sports world. That's the only accolade on my resume, honestly. So let me do this video essay, this video resume of me rebuilding your Detroit Pistons, and you tell me if I am the right guy. I forgot to talk about this in the video real quick. Today at 7 o'clock Central Time, I'm live streaming on Twitch at the House of Highlights Twitch account. I'm rewatching Game 7 of the 2016 NBA Finals. I want as many as y'all as possible to come out and rewatch history with me. Thank y'all. Link is in the description. Go follow so you know when we're live. Again, 7 o'clock Central Time. All right, so the season is wrapped. We're talking about the 2020 season. You know that a lot of things are going on in the world, so we may not get to finish those last 20 or so games that y'all had. No big deal. Giannis won MVP, Ja, Montrezl Harrell, Kawhi, Bam Adebayo, and Mike Budenholzer. Now, for the guys that are not 2K, I'm sorry, not 2K, but that are not the Detroit Pistons, leave a like on the video, man. Y'all know, the more likes this get, maybe the Detroit Pistons will actually get to see it. Maybe. Probably not. Probably not. I mean, this is kind of fake, right? I'm living in a fake world. But you know what? It just gives me an excuse to rebuild one of the worst teams in the league. So anyway, we finished with the record of 22-60. I'm playing on PC, but this is, okay, so I have two different PCs. I have one in the basement that I usually record videos on, and I have this one that has the mods on. I have mods on my 2K. So that's why this video may be looking a little bit different than your 2K because, again, there's mods involved. Anyway, so let's get to the lottery. This is a big time spot for the Detroit Pistons. We are tied for the highest odds to get the first overall pick, and I want it. And I'm probably gonna drop to the second overall pick. Not that bad. I'll take the second overall pick. And yeah, this is good. This is good. The Washington Wizards end up with the first. I like Dwayne Casey enough to keep him around for at least another season. The trainer needs to be updated because we need somebody that can help us, you know, send the guys to potential camp and everything. Now, I'm going to be a dude that believes heavily in Sekou Doumbouya to be the future of our franchise. Now, I don't know if 2K is going to agree and 2K is going to get my boy up there in this overall, but I'm going to try my best sending him to camps, having him be mentored, a lot of different stuff to try to get Sekou to be a very good NBA player. But now we go to the NBA draft, see what's available. I would love to pick LaMelo Ball with the second overall pick. Let's hope he doesn't go number 1 to the Washington Wizards. If he does, he does not. They take Anthony Edwards. Now, this draft class, I don't know how good they have LaMelo, but I know in real life that LaMelo Ball will be a guy that I would want no matter what the situation is if I was in the lottery. They got him as a shooting guard, 19 years old, 6'6". And yeah, Cole Anthony's here, but we're going to go with LaMelo, who's projected to go about 13. So we're shooting high, but wait, where do they really have this man going like 13th? They got him going 4th. All right, so they got him going 4th. I'm going to take him at 2nd. So maybe I'll reach a little bit, but it's LaMelo Ball. And I firmly believe that 2K is going to crash on me in every single video that I record. So this is what I mean by the mods. Y'all never seen this before. Y'all never seen this before, bro. I'm gonna make a whole video. Shout out to Dom2K because he really put me on with the mods. But here we are, going back to my Detroit Pistons, and I guess we got to go back to the draft. Now, if LaMelo is taking 1 here, I will 100% force override trade to get LaMelo. But this time they take Cole Anthony. So the Washington Wizards don't know what they want to do. They don't know what they want to do, but they don't want LaMelo, and we really do. Now, if the game crashes again, I'm going to be really upset. Just get out of there. Okay, perfect. So LaMelo Ball is onto the team. He's going to be having a career here in Detroit. I really do like both Svi Mikhailuk and Luke Kennard. Well, actually, I don't really like Luke Kennard. I'm going to bring him back to trade him. I don't like the fact that he is just like literally a one-way player. He cannot defend anything. I think he has like the worst perimeter defense in the entire game. All right, so Detroit. One of the main things about Detroit basketball that I need to get back to is them being a cool name. Like the general manager of the Bulls said the same thing about the Bulls, but I legitimately remember times where like being a Detroit Pistons fan was cool, and recently it hasn't really been that. So I need to help them out. We need to get rid of Blake Griffin's contract. I know that's the one thing that everybody's talking about. And in order to realistically get rid of his contract, we're probably going to have to dump off a pick or two. And I don't think I'm going to be able to trade him right now. The trade market is just not there. So let me see what we need. I do want to flip Derrick Rose. He is my favorite player of all time. So that's the reason I want to trade him away. Because I want to see him go someplace where he can potentially win a championship or something. All right, so I mentioned I want to trade him to a place where he can win a championship. Obviously, that's not the case. I just want to take the best deal available for us. Because even though you do want to do well by your players, you also want to get your team better. So we're going to trade for Richaun Holmes, who's one of my favorite, like, obviously he's not a very amazing NBA player, but he's one of my favorite bigs in the league as far as just like a little bit, I wouldn't even say a little bit above average. Just a good center, and they're giving us a first-round pick, so that's a W. So now let's go back to free agency. We need a point guard. We need a small. I'm going to make Sekou Doumbouya a small forward. He will be our starting small forward for the remainder of this video unless we get like somebody superstar level, because I want Sekou to be our guy. I'm going to try to bring in Fred VanVleet. I saw him in the playoffs. I know what he can do if he is a starter. So I want him to be our starting point guard for this next journey, whatever that may be. All right, so this is what our lineup would look like. Oh, no, not Evan Turner. Oh, no, baby. We got to make Sekou a small forward real quick because his overall stays the same. Okay, so Sekou's going to be our small forward alongside LaMelo, Fred VanVleet, Christian Wood. I am a firm believer in Christian Wood. I think Christian Wood's going to have a really good career, so I had to bring him back. I think I got him for relatively... I paid him $13, $14, and $15 million. So that's not terrible. That's not terrible. Richaun Holmes. I think in order to get rid of Blake Griffin's contract, we're going to have to attach Luke Kennard, which again, I mentioned why I'm not a huge fan of Luke Kennard. So let's put them together. So we're going to trade Luke Kennard, Blake Griffin, and a second-round pick from Mike Conley and Tony Bradley. Mike Conley's on the last year of his deal, so I don't mind taking on this contract. And the thing about Blake Griffin is he has a player option, which he 100% is going to take for about $38 million. So... that is the deal. Luke Kennard, I'm sorry it had to be you, but it had to be you. So now our team is looking like this. I think I'm going to make Jordan Bell a power forward, so because he is kind of small for that position, and we need some backup power forward minutes, and his overall goes up. Now, this team is not a playoff team by any means, but I think the future is looking bright. You know, I got my boy Sekou and LaMelo Ball. That's the future. This is the future. That's why they're getting 37 minutes a game each. This is the future of our franchise, and now we're going to get to simulate him. All right, season just wrapped up, and honestly, we were not as bad as I expected us to be. We won 38 games, and a lot of this had to probably do with this man averaging 21 in his rookie season, 41% from the field, 37% from three, only 5 assists for LaMelo, but we'll get those numbers up. Yusuf Nurkic, 6th man, Kawhi Leonard, defensive player of the year, most improved, went to Porzingis, coach here went to Coach Bud. So I'm guessing that we did not make the playoffs, of course, with 38 wins, but anything is possible, man. 38 wins might have got us there. And it did. We are the 8th seed. Just like that, we are back in the playoffs, Detroit. Okay, so in the playoffs, we got to shorten this rotation. They want Mike Conley starting. What he averaged 14 points per game, 420 from the field, and 420 from three. That's nice. That's nice. So he had actually a pretty decent season for us. Freddie averages 14. He had a good season too. But the amount of money we paid Freddie, I definitely want him starting. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, we're ready to try to get something going against the Bucks. They win game 1. We're up 2-1 against the 1 seed. We're up 3-1 against the 1 seed. And we beat the 1 seed. Christian Wood. See, I told you I'm a firm believer in Christian Wood, man. He just needed a home. And home is Detroit for you now, Christian. We become the 4th? The 5th team in NBA history? One of the few teams in NBA history to upset a 1 seed as we go against the Atlanta Hawks in the next round and we get eliminated by them. But you know what? We made history. And that's the step in the right direction. LaMelo Ball and company are looking good for the future. Vince Carter finally retires. We do have a pick, right? Whose pick do we have? We have the Kings pick and the Derrick Rose trade, right? The Derrick Rose trade. So we could potentially jump up to the first pick and We kept the fourth. We kept the fourth. And you know what? I'll take that fourth overall pick. We made a trade with the Jazz to get Mike Conley, and they end up being in the lottery too. So I guess nobody... Oh, I guess we won that trade. Technically, we ended up being in the playoffs, and they didn't. So right now, free agency is about to look spicy. And if somehow we can convince people to want to play with LaMelo Ball and help Detroit get back to greatness, this could be over. But that's a hard task. It's a hard task to try to convince somebody. So let's see what this draft class is looking like. I did, of course, load in the 2021 draft class. And a lot of these names are completely new to me. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. And I didn't do scouting. I thought I put it on auto. If I put it on auto, they should have did scouting for me, but it is what it is. We're going to skip to our fourth pick and just try to take the best player available. We shouldn't be playing for a position. Power forward, Isaiah Todd. Charles Oakley is his ceiling. Christian Laettner is his floor. Okay, and he's the only A- player left. We have Evan. Oh, my God. A lot of these guys are like they're going to be star players. Ron Harper. This is not good. I hate to see a draft class where everybody is really good. Hold on. Let me see. Draft summary. Okay, 80 overall is the highest player. I don't feel bad about that. Point guard / small forwards. Do I need to be looking out for this dude for the future? Because I don't know none of these names. Either way, we'll just take the best guy available. He was an A-, and that is Isaiah Todd coming out of American, which means he's probably playing overseas, you know? So, okay, we have another pick, which is our real pick, but it wasn't that high. We have Mocker Maker. I mean, we didn't resign your cousin or your brother. I don't know. Thon Maker. So maybe you don't really want to play here. But that's not really your choice. You're a tall center, another tall center that we would take onto this team from Australia. We have another pick, which will probably be our second rounder. And then we're going to be done here. And yeah, I don't really care about this one. We'll just sim to the end. W draft. Let me know in the comment section, people that keep up with college basketball. We got a power forward, a center, and then a draft stats guy who's a 59 overall. We don't want that. Bruno Petrovic, though, from Croatia. 59 overall. No. All right, so Seku's coming back, of course, and now it is time to try to snag a free agent. I'm going to throw Paul George a contract offer. Why not? I'll take it down a little bit. We'll still have $30+ million in cap, so we'll throw Paul George that offer. I might as well go after Kawhi. You never really know with Kawhi. Maybe he does sign, maybe he doesn't, but I'll throw him a max. And this thing will not stop. There it is. So 170 mil. Player option, no trade clause. Looking promising. And then we got one more offer out there. What do we need as a team? Right now, our power forward position is looking good. I guess a center. A center would be the next thing. Because Christian Wood was our starting center. No, not Christian Wood. But Rashawn Holmes is our starting center. But I don't think we're going to be able to re-sign him if we sign one of these guys. So let's go for a center. Steven Adams, 27 years old. I think Steven Adams is going to drop in overall. We'll offer him. We'll offer him something. And hopefully we get 2 out of the 3. And then I think that's a W of a free agency period if we can get 2 out of the 3. And it looks like we will get Kawhi and Steven Adams. Boom. And I even could have got Paul George. Okay, I was about to say. Wait. Can I finesse the system, Kyrie? Take all of that away. We don't want the rights on nobody here. No, okay. So we're going to end up with Kawhi and Steven Adams. Sekou, I said you were going to be the starting small forward for the entirety of this video, but you have to understand that if Kawhi is coming to town, we're going to have to put the dude that averages 26 points per game and Defensive Player of the Year above you. Hopefully you understand. So it's actually a really easy rebuild just that fast. Because we're automatically contenders now. Fred VanVleet, LaMelo Ball, Kawhi Leonard, Christian Wood, and Steven Adams. Now we just got to sign some backups for our guard positions, and we're pretty much done. We got $7 million in cap. So let's go sign a good backup point guard. I see TJ McConnell. What type of season? He averaged 6 points per game, 6 assists. I will bring back Mike Conley, but he's 33 years old, and I'm guessing that overall is going to drop. So let's go shooting guards. Duncan Robinson. He does not fit the system at all because our system has a lot to do with defense. But Charlie Brown Jr., he is an elite three-point shooter, a good perimeter defender. He fits the system, and I promise you, watch, we're going to sign him, right? And his overall is going to go up. He's one of those people, right? His overall is going to go up. Sign here, you better. So he signs here. He was a 76 overall when he signed. My bad. I mean, I guess he's still going to be a 76. But he fits the system, and that always helps. And you know what? I guess we'll bring back Mike Conley. Not on a 3-year. A 1+1 team option. 1+1 team option. Because there's no way. There's no way. So now we just have to fill out the roster with just random bench warmer spots. And we are ready for the next season. All right, moment of truth. How good is LaMelo going to get? Fred VanVleet's still getting better. Christian Wood is getting better. LaMelo hits up to an 80 overall, and he's got some badges now. I think when we drafted him, he had 0 badges. So now, what type of badges are we talking about, Melo? Where are your badges? We're 3 shooting and 1 playmaking. All right. Sekou jumps up a little bit, and Mike Conley's getting better at 33. All right. Mike Conley's getting better at 33. Cool. Is that realistic? No. But we'll take all the W's we could get. I'm going to send Sekou. Instead of potential camp this time, I'm going to send him a perimeter shooting camp because we're going to need that jump shooting off the bench. And then LaMelo, I'm going to send to perimeter defense camp because we're going to need that at our guard positions. All right, let's see what type of season we have. I'm not saying we're a favorite at all, but we're definitely a good high seed in the playoffs. We're going to make this a 9-man rotation. Freddie, LaMelo, Kawhi, Isaiah Todd to start. I'm going to start Christian Wood. Just because he's been here longer and he just had a really good season. Steven Adams, and off the bench we have Isaiah Todd, Sekou, Mike Conley, and now Charles Brown Jr. You know what I just realized? The rookie that we drafted, Isaiah Todd, is one of the people that are going from high school to the G League. So he's a trendsetter. He's one of the first. I just really remembered that, hearing his name again. Isaiah Todd is what I was thinking in my brain. And yeah, he's one of the people that is going straight from high school to the G League. So, you know, I'm very curious to how that's going to work out, if it's going to work out for them. I think it's been 3 people. 3 people already assigned on to it. And right now, back to what we're doing. Our team is looking good. 45 wins at this point. And when you're on PC, you know how fast the simulation can get, man. So 50+ wins for the Detroit Pistons this season without trading any real assets. I didn't have to trade 4 first-round picks. You know, some good drafting and some elite free agency period. Kawhi wins, not Kawhi. Giannis wins most valuable player. Jalen Green ends up winning Rookie of the Year. Bobo was 6th man of the year. They're playing together in New York. Defensive player of the year went to AD. Cassius Stanley wins most improved. Brett Brown wins Coach of the Year. Now, what team are we? We are the Detroit Pistons. The Detroit Pistons. Do we have any All-NBA players? I'm guessing Kawhi's in there somewhere. All-NBA second team. What type of season he got? 28 points per game, and that puts him on the second team? Bro should be in MVP conversations the way we just performed. We were the 3 seed. Give me a second. Had to put myself on the other side so you can see the series. You know what I'm saying? So first round, we're going against a good team, man. This is a good team to face in the first round. Let's see if we can get it done, though. We're down 0-1 already. 1-1. 2-1 us. Come on, 3-1 us. We're not going to blow this one. We got Kawhi Leonard on our team. And now, Giannis versus Kawhi. And you know what we have to do. We have to put Kawhi on Giannis. Because though Christian Wood is cool and all, he's not going to be able to hold his own against Giannis. So I'm going to go ahead and make that defensive change right now. You know, one of the greatest defenders of our generation going against one of the most dominant players of our generation. They take game 1 where Giannis still had a really good game. No big deal, though. Game 2, they take that as well. All right. And this time it was Chris Middleton having a game. Game 3, you know what? That's all right. We shorten the rotation and we simcast. You know what I'm saying? We shorten the rotation and we simcast, and they're beating us. There we go. Oh, man, what a blowout. What a blowout victory right there. Come on. Set the tone for the rest of this series. I've seen crazier things happen, Detroit. Detroit fans, I've seen crazier things happen in my lifetime. This is a close game. It's tied up with a minute left. We have to jump in. Now, if you're new around here, when I jump into games, I am not playing them. I just want to watch the remaining minute and 11 seconds. Okay, let's put it back on 2K cam. 2K cam, all right. So as you can see, it does look a lot different than your game of 2K. I got the TNT on the side. You see that? That's what the mods do. So let's see what LaMelo Ball can do with a minute left and his team tied in a series where it's win to go home. That's a bad shot, LaMelo. That is a bad shot. He had the open lane, but somehow he wanted to float it for some reason. All right, we got Giannis versus Kawhi. Ooh, that's an easy bucket. Why are we? I mean, I understand why you double team, but you don't double off the man under the basket wide open. Come on, team. Kawhi needs to do his thing. It's weird to see him in these colors. I really hate this jersey. I really hate these jerseys. But you know what? Kawhi's got an easy bucket. He'll take him at the free throw line. Chris Middleton is one foul away from fouling out. Kawhi is like, has his back aching. Don't scare me like that, Kawhi. Make your free throws, though. Make the first one. He's got 54 points. I know y'all probably didn't see that because I am in the way, but he has 54 right now. Oh, my God. Make that 55. Whole team on his back. The whole city of Detroit on Kawhi Leonard's back. Come on, man. We need this game. We need this game. I think if we win this game, we can come back in this series, honestly. So come on, Freddie. Good defense. The double screen. He went under. That's a bad shot from Eric Bledsoe. He can't make that. Isaiah Todd with a rebound. Get it up to a guard. Please get it to a guard. Freddie. Freddie, do not sell the bag. Do not. That is defensive. I was going to say, man, that's an all defensive players you just went right at, Freddie. But you know more than I do, and you draw the foul. You make these. We get one stop. We go back home for game 6. You make these. We get a stop. We go back home for game 6. Easy. You can do it. Freddie at the free throw line. Season on the line. He hits the first one. He hits the first one. Now, will he go 2 for 2? Will Isaiah Todd comes out of the game? Thank you for the rebound that you got. And you got it to the right man because apparently Fred VanVleet knows what he's doing as he misses the second one. Oh, man. Not even a 1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Christian Wood is on Giannis. No me gusta. Dante DiVincenzo for game. He missed. No, Daniel Tice with the board. Dante DiVincenzo, 5 seconds. He's got Kawhi on him. Kawhi's clamping this up. Kawhi, yes, that's game. We win. We win. We win. We win. Let's go. We force a game 6. Let's go. Oh, man. Game 6, the team stays alive for another one. Daniel Tice gets that shot off. Honestly, it was a bad look, but he was wide open. Anything could have happened. But let me show y'all. 55 for Kawhi Leonard. Bro, the man is spazzing out here. All right, game 6. And I got some free VC. All right, game 6 right here. Can we get this done? Can we force a game 7? It's another close one. No, it is not. We will not force a game 7. And we get eliminated in the second round. I was not expecting us to win a championship this season. If we're being honest with each other, I do think we still have some room to grow. So I'm not tripping. I would have rathered got out of that round, but we showed again that we can do whatever. We can do whatever. Now I'm looking around the league to see if there's a disgruntled NBA star that we can trade for. The Pacers are a bad team who are rebuilding, but they don't really have anything. I see Sabonis. We already have a nice power forward rotation with Isaiah Todd and Christian Wood, so I don't even want to trade for him. Rebuilding team in the Magic, they don't have anything that I want. Karl-Anthony Towns is on a team that is selling. They were the 11th seed. Looks like they could, or I can go for D'Angelo Russell. Our starting center right now is Steven Adams. I don't know what type of season Steven Adams had, but I'm going to try to trade for one of these two guys. One of these two guys will end up on our team. I would go prioritize Karl-Anthony Towns, obviously, because it's Karl-Anthony Towns, and he would instantly make our team very, very, a lot better. I guess in this trade, I would have to throw in Christian Wood, huh? But we have Isaiah Todd in the background right now, so we can afford to trade Christian Wood. And they are a selling team, so they would take on some draft picks, I would guess. I'll give you this second from the Blaze, and one more first. All right, I'm throwing the bag. I'm throwing the bag. But you got to think about it like this. Karl-Anthony Towns is a 26-year-old star player in the NBA right now. You know, I threw the bag. I threw a 27th overall pick, which is nothing else. And with this team, those picks are not lottery picks. Those picks are not lottery picks. So now we have Freddie, we have LaMelo, Kawhi, Isaiah Todd, and now we have Karl-Anthony Towns. And I had Maker go to the G League, so he should be a lot better this season. So much so. Why is his secondary position point guard? Is there something I don't know? Either way, that trade, if we weren't the championship, you know what I'm saying, team to look after, now we are. Let's see what player progressions looking like for our boy like LaMelo and Sekou. Oh my God, Kawhi's just got 2 worse. I mean, he was a 97 overall, so him dropping 2 doesn't mean anything. I mean, I guess he was a 96, and then he dropped 2. Cat's still getting better. Sekou is now an 84 overall. He averaged 9 points per game off the bench last season, so he's just getting better and better every season. His badges are looking better. LaMelo's an 84. His badges are also looking better. Isaiah Todd is now our starting power forward. What type of rookie season does he have? He averaged 7 last year. Maker is looking good. Send him to the G League and he becomes a beast. Mike Conley at 34 is getting better, while Nemanja Bjelica at 34 is getting worse. It's just random stuff. All right, if we weren't the championship favorites last year, we got to be it this year with the star power that we have, with the lineup looking like Freddie, LaMelo, Kawhi, Isaiah, and then Karl-Anthony Towns. And off the bench, we have Sekou, who's going to be one of the best 6 men in the league. Maker is looking great, and we're going to go back to a 9-man rotation here. And this should be our year. So we win 65 games. Looking good. 6-man of the year, John Wall. I don't know who's starting over him, but John Wall is a 6th man now. Anthony Davis, defensive player of the year. Most improved went to Vernon Carey. Dwayne Casey was coach of the year. Shout out to him, man. And again, we're not firing him for winning defensive player of the year like some organizations might have done. No, I'm just playing. It was the best decision for that organization. Where's Kawhi? Kawhi didn't make an All-NBA team this season. Karl-Anthony Towns did, though. Karl-Anthony Towns came in and put up 23 points per game, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. Great numbers from Karl-Anthony Towns. Beautiful numbers. Kawhi took a step back, 23 points per game, but now he had more firepower on his team, so of course he had Karl-Anthony Towns to share the ball with. So it makes sense that he was like, you know what? I'm just going to average a little bit less. And then LaMelo is still getting better. Oh, last year he averaged 23, but he was 50, 40, 90 club this year, y'all. Legendary class for 22-year-old LaMelo Ball. Freddie averages 14. Sekou averages 13 off the bench. Mike Conley is still averaging 10 for us, shooting great from the field. Maker's averaging 10, 5, and 2.5. Isaiah Todd only averages 9, but you know what? That's okay. His shot tendency is not high enough for him to average more than that. And then our boy Charlie Brown. Yes, Charlie Brown averages 4. Shoots the ball efficiently. We're ready. I didn't even know Rudy Gay was on the team. Let's get it. First round, we're going against the Cleveland Cavaliers, who I'm guessing they have RJ Hampton. They put together a nice roster. I'm going to keep it honest with you. They put together a nice roster, but there's a reason they're the 8th seed and we're the 1 seed. You know what I'm saying? Boston. Now, this is a team that won the championship last season. Obviously, they still have the same pieces. Why would they change anything from last year? But they're down 3-1 to Detroit, and we're going against Atlanta. And Atlanta was a team that beat us last year. Now, they have Anthony Edwards, who's a 90. Cam Reddish is an 84. This team is really well put together. It's going to be the best team we've won against. We take game 1. Kawhi does his thing. We're up 3-0. They take a game. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That happened so fast. If we would have lost this series because of the PC simulation is so fast. Oh, man. Wow. All right. No big deal. We got out of there. Barely, but we got out of there. Karl-Anthony Towns in the game 7 puts up 35 and 18. Now we're going against Trey Jones and Nickeil Alexander-Walker, B.I., Zion, and Rudy Gobert. Wow. Where's Lonzo? I wanted the ball matchup. You understand me? But apparently they didn't. I clicked play. Just give me a second. I'll be back. Oh, my God. It takes forever. Get me out of here. I don't care, David. Let's go, man. All right, let's get back to simulator. All right, hopefully it doesn't go too fast. Game 1, we win. I think we got to do it this old-fashioned way. Game 2, they win. They made a change to their starting lineup. Now Tim Hardaway Jr. starting over Nickeil Alexander-Walker, but they take game 2. We take game 3. Game 4, they take... Uh-oh, we got a series, y'all. We have a series. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Yes, we're up. And I think we're going to simcast this one because if we do win, I do want to watch the celebration. But they're fighting. Oh, we're up. That's game. That's game. Detroit basketball is back, baby. Detroit basketball is back. I'm going to slow it up. And we're going to jump in right now with 20 seconds left. This is my video essay. Obviously, we're living in a fictional world. I just really wanted an excuse to do a rebuild today. So this is my excuse. Thank you, Woj. Thank you, Woj. All right, we just waited out. Where's LaMelo? Get about LaMelo. How shifty is LaMelo in this game? Okay, nice little moves there. He's just so tall, man. He's just so tall. That's like, I can't wait to see this man actually play in the NBA. What number pick will he go? Let me know in the comment section. Sekou. Ew. No quick draw. Nasty. Either way, we're going to walk out of here with an NBA championship. The first one in about 15 years. The first one in about 15 years. But we did it. Detroit basketball is back, baby. Y'all know how the new arena don't be selling out. Well, when you make general manager Kenny Beecham take over, that's when it's going to happen. Kawhi becomes is he the first player to win 3 Finals MVPs on 3 different organizations? You know what? He may not even win Finals MVP. I don't even know. He may not even win Finals MVP because Karl-Anthony Towns is on this team. He might have had a big series. LaMelo's on this team. He could have had a big series. I don't really know. We'll see who ends up winning Finals MVP. But Mike Conley gets a ring. It is Kawhi. Kawhi gets his Finals MVP. Beautiful. Look at Bill Russell. Still kicking. Shout out to him, man. And now the champagne shower was in the locker room. Sekou cannot believe it. Freddie's on the phone. Karl-Anthony Towns don't want no champagne, baby. He just drinking a Gatorade, but he got the trophy. That's my starting 5. Right? Well, actually, it's not. Where's Kawhi? Either way. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, as always, be sure to leave it a like, man. Today, I'm streaming over on House of Highlights, watching Game 7 of the 2016 NBA Finals. If that sounds like something you're interested in, come out. I'm out, though. Peace.